Oh my goodness. How's everyone doing? Excellent.
Student, can I ask a quick one question first?
Sure.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Seattle Seahawks Media Hour is underway.
How you feeling, Cole?
Good.
Here with Cooper Kupp, I just want to ask a quick question. So, to young people out breaking into the industry, what advice do you have for them?
Into the industry in which way? Into
Football, just the sports industry in general?
okay, well, as generic as I can be here, like there's gonna be pitfalls, there's gonna be things that you're gonna fail. You're gonna mess up. If you believe in something, if you really want to go do something, you gotta be all in for it. Yep.
What do you think about the reports that the Seahawks might be up for sale after the season?
I honestly haven't really thought of it. I know that was in the plans at some point, but haven't spent a whole lot of time thinking about it.
What do you think about the 18th game? Robert Kraft says it's inevitable. An 18th game is coming. What do the players think about that?
There hasn't been a whole lot of talk. I mean, I think that's one of those things that the PA is going to handle that. I know the players are going to have a very strong opinion about it. But it's going to be, we'll deal with that when the time comes. We'll cross that bridge.
A lot of injuries over your career. What do you think about players who maybe are concerned about that?
Well, it's a valid concern. But I think for the 18th game to happen, I think there's obviously going to be some negotiating that has to happen. There's some things that it's a give and take. Unfortunately, it's one of those things like if the 18th game is on the table, there's going to have to be some talks about what makes that worth it to the players. And when we get to that point, we'll cross that bridge.
Cooper, if you could pick one halftime performance that would be your ideal, who would it be?
I get to choose anyone I want to.
Anyone.
That's, I'm actually, so that's a good question. I'll have to think about it for a second. I have a few people I really love listening to. I'm a big Noah Khan fan. I think Noah could get some people around him too that can make a pretty cool thing collaboratively come to life. So I'll go with that one.
How do you feel about coming from a small school like Eastern Washington, representing the Big Sky on the world's biggest stage of football?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. It's just that it was a stepping stone. It was a one step along this path and along this journey, and so I don't think of it as like it's not like overcoming anything. It's just that was my path to continue playing football in college, and gave me an opportunity to be in front of the NFL people and go out there and make my dream a reality. And so, there's really good football players across the nation, D2, D3, all over the place. And so, any opportunity to play football, I'm all in on.
With Coach Best earlier today, and he had very high words of encouragement for you. I mean, do you have a special place for him in your heart? And just like, what do you have to say to him today?
Yeah, I think that's really cool. My time with Coach Best. I mean, he was the O-line coach when I was there. Had a lot of great conversations with him, through my years, and it was just awesome in terms of seeing him coach and develop players, and has done an incredible job over there. And so thank you to Coach Best.
Question for me. You played in the Big Sky. You played against NAU 2 years in a row when you were a top 5 team, lost to both of them, including one at the Sky Dome and then one in Cheney. Like, talking about like playing opponents like NAU, what does it mean for you to like come from there and just to see how much you progressed?
Yeah, well, NAU had our number there for a little bit. I coached there. I had a lot of respect for him. Played a lot of man-to-man coverage. Had a really good plan, and we didn't do a very good job executing. And I mean, it's really cheating how the elevation that you're playing at when you're in NAU. It's cheating, right? You can agree, it's cheating. But no, we didn't do a great job there, and they had a great plan for us. But it was. And they had our number.
What do you tell your 10-year-old self as you're getting here today? What do you tell your 10-year-old self?
What do I tell my 10-year-old self? I just say, I would just say, don't stop. And the gratification of right now is not going to be worth. It's not going to be able to hold a pin to what's ahead. And so just encourage myself in that way, because that's the battle. That was the battle growing up, was the sacrifice of all the things that you do as a kid that you want you want to do. You want to go out there and play video games, and there's times after high school being what it is, I want to go be with my friends and do all these other things that I know everyone's talking about and doing, but having a dream and going for it, and the sacrifice it takes to pursue that, and I mean, honestly, just being okay with being lonely a little bit, and like knowing that that's okay. It's okay to be in that place. I'd encourage myself in that.
Comfort food for you after a tough game, tough loss.
Comfort food.
What does that look like?
I'm a big pulled pork sandwich person. So if I can get some barbecue, I'm all in.
About your relationship with Christ and what your faith means to you.
Say it one more time.
Relationship with Christ and what your faith means to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of touching on that last thing. I've gone through my journey to be here has had a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of times where, like I said, I've been lonely. I've been by myself. Been in the weight room by myself. I felt like there's not really people alongside me, and all the doubts and all of hearing lies and things that are spoken over you and into your life. And for me, the faith that I had, the belief that I had, because I had this belief that the things that I was doing were for a greater purpose than myself, and that there was a point behind it, the joy that I felt playing this game, just because it felt like I was just made to do it, and being able to glorify God through that. It's like, man, that is going to make it all worth it. And so it sustained me through all the highs and all the lows. So yeah, truly wouldn't be here today without it.
Better in this league.
AI to describe the Seahawks in 3 words. What will you say? You go first.
Describe the Seahawks
Yes.
in relentless, decisive, and shocking.
Well, the AI said flying, fierce, and fast.
Oh, they took it more literally, as like a Seahawk, like a bird.
I like yours better though.
Yeah,
What do you tell yourself before going out on the field?
Have fun, enjoy the moment, and be free. That's a big thing for me, is just being able to go out there and play with a free mind, knowing that the end is written already, and I just get to go out there and glorify God with the game. It's an opportunity to play this game, and I absolutely love it. And so there's no point playing the game if you're not having fun. I'm not enjoying it, so I try to live in that space.
Mexico City, they just announced.
Oh, sorry, just switch one
Oh,
second.
don't worry.
The most difficult adjustment as a rookie. Well, it was my first time living outside of Washington for my wife and I, and so I think getting community, finding our group of people, and figuring out how we were going to do things around. You're used to in college being around all your friends and all the people that you've been around, and then all of a sudden you're uprooted and you're learning it all together. And so I was really blessed because I was married already, and so my wife and I got to go through that together. But that was a very challenging thing just as rookies, just the life stuff.
Cooper, you met your wife and
Oh,
at a
one
high
more.
school.
I'm sorry. You, one more here, and then there.
How has your life changed since joining the Seahawks?
Well, I'm in a new city now, so that's new, and that's a change. I had to find a house up here, so that's new. I don't know. I mean, like, there's so much. I mean, it's like you're a new team. You're learning all the things, new offense, new people, new coaches. Like your entire life is uprooted, moved to a new city, and you gotta learn all over again. So it's all new, and yeah. But that's a joy. It was a fun thing. That's what has made this year pretty special.
Now, we're from Mexico City. They just announced the game in Mexico in 2026. So, do you want to play there? How much do you want to play there? And what do you think about Mexican fans?
Yeah, so was real close to actually playing there. Well, our team was going to play there in 2018. Thank you. So super close to going there. I've heard elevation's a real thing there, right? So that's a whole nother battle, but it'd be super cool to be a part of that. And I mean, the fans that have been in Mexico, I know like they're falling in love with football, it seems like, and so it would be a really cool thing to be a part of.
Cooper, you met your wife and at a high school that day?
I do. Yeah, I do. I competed in the 100 and the 200 and the 4x1, and it was atrocious. It was really, really bad. I ran. I remember running. When I went out for track, I was going out just to have fun with my buddy before we left for college. I remember running my first 100 meter. I ran a 12.4 100-meter dash. And no one, I don't know if anyone here knows, but that's a scholarship losing time for a 100-meter dash. And so yeah, but it all worked out. It all worked out. But yeah, no, it was really bad. I met her because I got last place in my heat in the 200. But you know what? Sometimes the finishing last gets the job done. So. Exactly.
Cooper, you're a veteran in this league. You've been around for a while, been through this week, understanding what it takes to play in the Super Bowl. Any specific lessons or just advice that you give to the younger group as they're going through, which I'm sure you love all this media and everything that you get to do this week?
That's it. It's just being able to navigate the media stuff. This is going to be a part of it. But outside of that, thank you. Outside of that, it's just like any other game. I mean, you're going to go through your practice. You got to go through your game plan. And when it comes time to play the game, it's just us. It's just going to be us on the field together, going and play the game that we've played over and over again our entire lives. So just live in that place.
What do you call your haircut?
What do I call it?
How you get it?
You know what I said? I said I'm looking a little homeless. I need you to figure out what's going on with the sides, trim this up, leave a little cabbage on top, and then we'll figure it out after the Super Bowl. The cabbage cut, that's good. We'll go with the cabbage cut.
You think of a
You didn't say that when I asked you. Important competition ever, you say, right, for yourself?
The Super Bowl is the most important what?
Competition that you're going to compete in?
It's definitely the most covered one, yes.
This one's got to be more important because we're going to play rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, yeah,
right
yeah.
now. If I
Okay.
win, you have to do a rock, paper, scissors celebration in the end zone. And if you win, you get to tell all your teammates that you beat me in rock, paper, scissors. How's that
Okay,
sound?
I don't feel like I feel like that doesn't. It's not quite the same. Yeah, let's go no stakes. Just a gentleman's competitive. Rock paper scissors shoot.
No stakes, best of one. Ready?
Yeah. Are you going rock paper scissors shoot?
Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Who wins? Come on, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good try.
Can
Good
you
work.
think of a moment or a
Okay,
story?
what you say?
Yes. Hey, as you were growing up, were there any athletes that you drew inspiration from, and what was that inspiration?
Yeah. So, I just wasn't as dialed into like the media following guys as much. Like I didn't hear a lot of people speak and talk through things, but I loved Priest Holmes. I was a running back growing up, and so I loved how Priest Holmes ran. I thought Reggie Bush was the truth. I absolutely loved the way that he ran. Everyone was trying to emulate Reggie Bush back in the day. And so, I mean, those are a couple of guys that just like, I want to play like those guys. Just watching guys do their thing on the field is that's where I got all my inspiration from.
Can you back in Washington?
Huh? Me too.
Coop, do you feel a sense of school pride knowing that there's another Eastern Washington receiver playing in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that's right. So we got a pretty good representation of FCS guys actually, which is pretty cool. But yeah, no, I mean, Efton obviously I followed him and what he did at Eastern Washington, and super cool to see him here, and hopefully be able to see him at the game.
What do you give him?
Give Efton? Oh, I don't know. Right now, I'll give him some advice for next year. Give him some nice advice.
On the topic of advice, what have you been able to teach Puka, JSN, a couple of the guys in their development? What just makes them so special at this point in their career?
Yeah, I mean, there's really good football players in their own right. Like, you don't have to do a whole lot with those guys because they're really good football players. I just want to be an open book, be there for them when they have a question. If there's anything I can offer to them, be there for them.
You broke so many records in the first couple of seasons. The NFL, you were already on their radar. Did you ever think about transferring to a major D1 school and think about how that would have changed your career?
I think about it now, how it would have changed if the NIL stuff and all that. But like at the time that going through that, that was never an option for me. I was really happy at Eastern Washington and Cheney with the coaches and the guys that I had been with for a few years and had grinded with, and they were one of the few schools that gave me an opportunity, and I love being there. So no, it never really came up. If I had to go somewhere else, no, that's a great question. I grew up wanting to be a Trojan. I want to play at SC. I want to be a running back at USC. So I think that would have been up there.
Do you think of a moment or a story that the public doesn't know about that helps explain why JSN has been able to ascend and be so special this year?
No, it's not really. I don't know that there's a story. There's not like a secret or genesis to it. I think it's the little things that happen day by day, over the course of his whole entire life, the things that he's set himself up to be in this place now, to be able to go out there and play at a high level. So it's not like there was one moment. It's like, oh, this is why he is who he is. It's just it's a consistency that's built up over time, brick by brick, one day at a time, 1% at a time, over and over again.
Do you have any pre-game traditions or superstitions or good luck charms?
Yeah, I'm sure I do. We were just talking about this. There's little things that people do. You do, not really thinking of, like, it's the smallest and dumbest things. Like, for example, Sam Darnold, his phone case looks like a cat has just shredded this thing apart, and he just keeps it. And I was like, okay, dude, I will get you a new phone case, right? So I bring it to him. Here's a new phone case. It's perfect. It's silicone, so it's not gonna slip. It's gonna be protected. But we're winning, and so he's like, "Dude, I can't replace the phone case because we're winning." You know what I mean? So it's not like we can all agree that we're not winning because of the phone case. But there's just little things, like, and he wouldn't even say superstitious, but it's like there's just certain things that people keep doing that they do just because it's part of the process. We say it's a process thing. It's a little stitious, but it's mostly process.
Dunkin' or Starbucks? Dunkin' or Starbucks?
Excuse me?
Dunkin' or Starbucks?
They're both awful.
In-N-Out or Shake Shack?
In-N-Out or Shake Shack? I don't know. Skiing. Tupac. That's not really the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's Mexican seafood.
True. East Coast, West Coast.
You should. West Coast. That's the last one. No more. Yep.
Your wife Anna.
I can send a message from my wife Anna. Okay. Hello, my love. How are you? Here at Media Day, fielding questions. I just got asked about seafood versus Mexican food. I had to set that guy straight because you can't compare seafood and Mexican food. You obviously know that. So I miss you. I love you. Give our boys a kiss for me.
Can you speak on Coach Junior Adams and what he's meant for your career?
Junior Adams?
Yeah.
Man. Junebug was like, I've had some unbelievable coaches, incredibly blessed to have so many coaches that have spent so much time with me. Everything took off after I spent my first 2 years with Coach Adams. It was like I had learned the position, but he took it to a whole nother level of detail, of competitiveness, of just like understanding that beating someone's not just good enough. It's how you do it, so you can do it over and over and over again. It's setting things up. Like, man, this whole game, there's detail in all of it, and there's purpose in all of it, and having the intent in the run game, and understanding, hey, if you're not just going to run off a DB, work a release and be able to set up your releases for later on in the game. So he was so next level with what he was teaching us and how he was pushing us. It changed my life.
Back in 2021, you led me to an 8-0 start in fantasy. I bought your jersey, following you ever since. You won the Super Bowl and the MVP. Are you trying to set a precedent to your teammates now, and do you see any similarities to that Rams team back in 2021, 22 when you won?
Yeah, so I mean, every team's so different. It's so different. I mean, the small identities, the way that guys go about their business. This is such a new team. There are similarities in that it's like you've got coaches that are putting us in positions to win. You've got players that are able to overcome things when things don't go right. And you've got a belief in one another, a camaraderie, and a connection that allows us to play for each other. And a lot of those things, I think, do carry over.
Your father played in the league. Your grandfather's jersey was retired by the New Orleans Saints. Talk about the Kupp legacy, what it means, and how did they get you prepared for this moment?
Yeah, so I mean, it's been really cool. My dad and grandpa, they didn't talk a whole lot about their playing days. Growing up, that was just my dad and my grandpa. But as I got older, and my dad became my quarterback. I'm running routes and doing stuff in the backyard. He taught me about receiver initially because I was running routes for him. My grandpa was, my grandpa was just my grandpa. We'd go out and we're always playing. We're always outside, and you got to be around, though, my grandpa in his basement. He had the helmets from his playing days. He had the old leather helmet that he wore in college. He had all these things like, man, there's so many stories and things that you knew that he had lived. It's just really cool, being able to experience some really cool things. And as I got older, it was really fun to be able to bounce ideas off and be able to talk about them, be able to talk about those experiences. And yeah, it's been a real special thing.
What about your family?
My favorite Mexican dish, I'm a big carne asada guy.
Family play in your life?
It's been everything. I mean, my faith and family are paramount to me. They come first and foremost, and anything with football that's been good has come when my faith and my family, those priorities, when those are in alignment, that's when I'm at my best. And so feel incredibly blessed for really my entire life, for the incredible blessings that I've had, the people I've been brought into my life, and the love that I get to have around me every day because of my wife, because of my boys, and you'll come home and know that football, no matter how bad or good football was, I get to come home and have an incredible moment just with my family, and it's pretty special.
Talking about USC, why did you end up at Eastern Washington, and tell me why you would have liked to go to USC instead?
Yeah, well, I wanted to go to USC because of Reggie Bush, and then I didn't go to USC because they wouldn't let me go to USC. I only had a couple options, and but ended up working out great. I love my time at Eastern Washington.
Had a storybook kind of career and spent a lot of time in LA. With LA 28 coming up, have you considered or thought about being an Olympian and competing in flag football?
I haven't thought about it too much. I know it's been a little discussion. There's been some people that have talked about it. I mean, that would be so cool. It'd be so cool to represent your country in that way, but it's also pretty far off. And I kind of feel like I live in living in the moment kind of thing. So it'll be really cool. Whoever gets to do that is going to be a real honor.
Faith and family, how important is that for you when you talk about your mental health as well as just going into the season?
Yeah, so I mean, there's so much with football. This becomes a really big thing, right? Everyone wants to talk about football and trying to make it a bigger deal than it really should be, because this is where the cameras are. This is what people are talking about. It's what's on TV. It's what people are opinionated about. But I'm not. I mean, this is not. I'm just so thankful because as big as this becomes, I know that my values and my identity is in something else entirely that's so much bigger and greater than football, that football will never scratch the surface of. And so that's helped sustain me through so much, and my family being right alongside me for all of it has been incredible.
For your kids.
What?
Message for your kids.
I already did. I did one for them. No, you're good. You're good. They can get one message.
Speaking of flag football, so I'm actually on the women's national flag football team, and it's funny enough, a couple of years back you commented on one of my highlights with some fire emojis, so I appreciate that. But if you were to choose one female athlete to throw you a touchdown, who would it be?
One field athlete throwing me a touchdown would be my wife. Of course. Yeah.
Veteran for both Cooper Kupp and JSN, great receivers. Is there a single piece of advice or wisdom that you give them to help accelerate their career?
Yeah, no, they're really they're such good football players in their own right. There's nothing. I came alongside them as to be an open book. Like, if there's something they wanted, an idea they had or something they wanted to ask me, like, I want to be right there alongside of them. But more than anything else, I want to be a good teammate. I want to be a good teammate to those guys, and just naturally through the friendship that we've developed with both those guys, it's been really fun. Because I've learned a lot from those guys as well.
How many cups of water do you have a day?
How many what?
How many cups of water?
How big are the cups? If they were this big.
What's your favorite cup at home?
My favorite cup at home? A mug.
Okay, so how many mugs
Coffee.
of water? How many
coffee mugs of water?
Yeah.
Does coffee count? Yeah. Then a lot of mugs of water. Let's go with I would say 20 mugs of water. But that's mugs. There's just how much? What is it, like 8 ounces? There's probably more than that. No, let's call it 20. 20 is good.
Great pleasure covering you for quite a while in your career. I don't know if you realize, in the hobby, in cards, you're one of the biggest chases that people want to collect of your card. Want to get your idea of what would be the perfect moment in your career that you want to keep on a card, put on a sports card.
That I get to put on a sports card? I guess it would have to be the right shot, think of the picture. But like being able to celebrate with my wife and my boys after the Super Bowl, that's an incredible thing, something that you'll never forget. So we got the right picture there. I think that would be the one. That'd be the moment.
Cooper, what does it mean to be on the highest platform and to use it to glorify God?
Yeah, I mean, it's everything. I mean, this is why I love playing this game. It's why I play this game in the first place. It wouldn't be the joy of playing this game is because I feel like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Like I was made to be here. I was made to do this, and there's been so many times through my career that plays have happened, the ball's bounced my way. The coverage has been just exactly what I need it to be. That's allowed me to be successful. And it wasn't anything that I did. It's just things have happened that have allowed me to succeed. And in the same way, things have happened that have allowed me to fail. And I've had times where I felt like I was doing everything right, and I couldn't find a way to make it happen. And in both of those places, I got the opportunity to say, well, this is all yours anyways, And so it's not something I take lightly, and to be able to be here and be able to talk about it. This is like my 5th question already about my faith, and that's incredible. I relish that opportunity, and I'm incredibly thankful to God just to have this opportunity to be here.
Sunday comes around and Seahawks win. The clock hits 0. Who's the first person you're going to think of?
First thing I'm gonna do is I'm probably gonna look up. I can't believe that this is happening, and that's where I was. That's where I am a lot of times, and that's where I was. Last week after the game was just looking up to the sky like this is you. I'm incredibly thankful to be able to be here, and then I'm gonna run and try to find my wife as quick as I can.
Who was the ringleader of those off-season workouts that you guys did with Sam and the receiving corps and the tight ends? And then is there a story you can tell me about that that's the perfect epitome of like you guys being able to bond and then get to where you are today?
That was cool. I know that Sam would say, Sam wanted that to be a small thing. Like he just wanted to throw, and it kind of grew into a bigger thing because everyone wanted to be a part of it. Guys wanted to be around and have the opportunity to work out together, and it was great though because it grew in. I mean, guys were able to come back to the house, swim, played some basketball, and I think Sam might have won actually. So don't ask him actually because he'll probably want to gloat with that one. But yeah, it was great just being able to be around the guys and do something that was work, but also be able to spend time outside of it, go to dinner and spend some time together. And guys wanted to be there. Guys wanted to be together and spend that time. And in the off season when there's not a whole lot of time to do that kind of stuff, it's a special thing to have when you got guys that are spending a very limited amount of time spending it doing stuff together like that.
There's the Winter Olympics right now. What Winter Olympic sport would you compete in if you could?
Oh, that's a great question. So I grew up, used to snowboard growing up. That would be really cool. I don't know which event it would be. I don't do great with heights, which would probably be a problem. So I guess I would have to be like some kind of speed, downhill slope. What's that called? Bobsledding? No, not bobsledding. Yeah, fast snowboarding. Fast snowboarding, whatever that one is called, I would do that one.
Would you compete in the LA 28 flag football Olympics?
It would be an honor. It would be an honor, but I haven't really thought about it. I mean, whoever's on that team, it'll be a really cool thing.
Did you watch much of Efton, and what do you think of his game?
Yeah, I mean, really good football player. Definitely followed him. And yeah, I mean, shoot, his career at Eastern Washington was really cool, and it's really awesome to see him, have an opportunity in his first year being able to be in a Super Bowl. That's a really cool thing. So I'm looking forward to seeing him on Sunday.
I want to ask you about, you've got previous Super Bowl experience. A lot of your teammates haven't played in one before. What advice have you given them in terms of preparing for Sunday and a Super Bowl experience?
Yeah, I think you just have to navigate this kind of stuff, right? Like there's going to be a lot of distractions, a lot of things like this, but just be where your feet are. Enjoy these things and take it in. Understand this is it's a cool thing to be able to be a part of, and then when it's time to do football, it's time to do football. I'm sorry, say it one more time.
If Sports Illustrated Swimsuit did an NFL edition, who from your team would be on the cover?
Anthony Bradford. No, it'd be Anthony Bradford for sure. Trust me, it'll be. Look him up. Anthony Bradford would rock a swimsuit. Yeah.
Cooper, what was your conversation like with Matthew Stafford, and do you think he'll be back next season?
Yeah, I mean, it was great. It was just great seeing him. It was really cool to hear. I mean, just for him to take the time in that moment to find me, and obviously I have just so much respect for him. I mean, just as a football player, but then also just the friendship that we have, we were able to build together, and it was really cool to be able to have that moment with him. And I don't know what he's going to do. I'm not sure if he's going to retire or not, but I mean, I think there's a good chance he wins the MVP this year, and I think it'd be really hard to walk away from football after just winning the MVP, I would think. But who knows? I mean, he's got every right to make that decision on his own in his own time. And but yeah, I got nothing but love for Matthew.
Were you able to bring the meeting that you had with the quarterback there over to the Seahawks?
Was I able to take the what over with me? Oh yeah. I mean, but it's all the same thing. I mean, I want to be around the quarterbacks just to be able to learn from them. I want to hear what they're thinking, how they're seeing the game, and so that's something that I've always done. And Sam follows a similar process, and he wants to be in there early and talk ball. So it's been good.
Would you take any extra satisfaction for winning the Super Bowl in the home of your team's biggest rival?
In the home of my team's biggest rival. I mean, yeah. I mean, no, I'm not taking any satisfaction. It's just a stadium to play in. I mean, you gotta have so much respect for the teams that we play. I mean, the NFC West is really good football. It's really good football. It's been really good football for a few years now, and a lot of those guys that I've seen from the first 8 years of my career, see them multiple times. Like, you build a relationship with those guys. So I got nothing but respect for them, and it'll be nice to win a Super Bowl. Period.
This is Lewis. He's our Panini Super Bowl kid reporter this year.
Perfect. What's up, Lewis?
Not much. I have a question for you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. What sport do you think you might be playing if you? I mean, what other job do you think you might have if you didn't play football?
Okay. Well, I like your first question. What other sport? Can I answer that one? Okay, because the other one's kind of boring. Sport. I've fallen in love with tennis. I've absolutely fallen in love with it. I think I would go there. I think it would be so much fun to do that. And so I'd go there because the other answer is like data analyst. All right, that's kind of boring. So I'm gonna go with professional tennis player. Of course, Lewis.
You're the only player in NFL history to have 2,000 receiving yards coming into this season. Since then, Puka's hit that mark, and JSN's only 35 yards away. What does it mean to have your fingerprints on the development for two of the best receivers in the NFL right now?
Yeah, I mean, it's a fortuitous situation that we're in there. I mean, to be in that spot, because I mean, those guys are real good football players in their own right. I got a couple of years with Puka, and I love that time that we got to have together, and obviously have a great relationship with him, a great friend of mine. But like I said, I want to be an open book for him. It was him. It wasn't me like driving anything or pushing him to do certain things. It was him, his own drive and his own curiosity and asking questions and wanting to be great that got there. And I just wanted to be, it's open door. If you ever have a question, if you want something, if I can help you in any way, I'll be there. And it's the same with Jax. I mean, Jax is a great football player. He's a really, really special football player, and he's shown that he can play this game at a very high level. And for me, it was just about coming alongside him and being an asset for him wherever I can. And but yeah, both those guys are really special, and I'm thankful to have been around because I've also learned a ton from them as well.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Given the way things ended with the Rams, do you have any special satisfaction getting back, completing a circle and getting back to the Super Bowl?
Yeah, I mean, in my own story, in my own journey of this last year, being able to be back here right now is really special. And it would have been regardless, any chance you get to be in this game you've done a lot of things right, and you've been around a lot of really good people. That's what it is. And so, having it be going through some difficult times early just does make it feel like, man, there's like a payoff, at the end. But but at the same time, I know it's just a product of all the people I've been around. And at the end of the day, what's been really special about this has been going from walking in that building day one and not knowing anybody to now the relationships I have and the journey, the highs and lows, the adversity that we've gone through, and to be in this place now where I'm surrounded by a bunch of really great people, have an opportunity to play for a world title. That's not something I take lightly.
What do you think you and Ernest bring to this with some Super Bowl experience?
Yeah, well, I think there is just a little bit of an understanding of how this kind of goes, the rhythm of it, and also just hopefully just the ability to show guys like, hey, this is going to be another game. This is going to be another opportunity to go out there and play football, and encourage guys to enjoy it, though, to know that this kind of thing, this opportunity to be here right now has been something that they've earned this opportunity, and so enjoy it, be where your feet are, and when it's time to play football, we'll play football.
Talk a little bit about the recruiting trip that you had at Eastern. You hosted a bunch of recruits. VA told me that Anna pretty much laid down the law that night. So when I took my visit to Eastern, it was the coolest trip ever. You go out to your dinner, and then the guys come and take you, and typically that's when you go. They take all these high school kids, and you go party, you go do whatever it is that they want to show you a good time. We went to the Phase, which is basically where the basketball court is, where the football locker room is, and until like 3 a.m, we were playing basketball, 3-on-3 pickup. We were playing racquetball. We're playing football, like just mini football games. Like it was just competing against each other until we were basically exhausted, and then move on to the next day. And the next night was the same thing. It's like, man, I was just surrounded by these guys that were, at the time, there's 3 All-American receivers there, another guy that would become an All-American. Those guys just took me under their wing, and I thought that was so cool that it became a thing that we would do. Then when we would host, is I would set up a basketball game at the basketball court, and recruits would come in. We'd play ball and do whatever, and became something that I thought was special because you get to see a team, how we interact, how we compete, how we go about things with each other. Yeah, Vern's the man. The couple of years I got to be around him, he's just such an incredible competitor, a gamer, and you see similar to what we talk about being loose and focused. Like Vern is the epitome of that. Loose and focused, his ability to be in the moment but still be himself no matter where it is. No moment was too big, and so yeah, I absolutely love Vern. Yeah, down below for me.
NBC Yakima.
Favorite moment from high school football. We played at the end of the season. We had to play a tiebreaker to go to the regional game to get into state, and we played against Hermiston, Oregon on like Saturday, and then we came back, and on Tuesday we played a 3-way tiebreaker against Moses Lake and Richland, where we played half of a game. We played half of a game against Moses Lake, I think, or Wenatchee. We played a half of a game against them. We won the half, went into halftime, changed our jerseys, and then had to come out and play a second half against Richland. If we beat them, then we would get to go to the regional game. And so being a part of that game was super cool because I didn't even know that was a legal thing to do, is to play a full game against 2 separate teams. But that was a pretty cool moment.
You've been amazing in fantasy football throughout your career. JSN had a stellar season this year. What was the secret? What did you tell him for him to have such an amazing year? And did you start him?
I didn't tell him anything. I would have, if I had known that, I would have told him just you can't listen to the fantasy football people. You just gotta go play football. The fantasy football thing will take care of itself.
Cooper. Talking with us and the boys. As a future all-decade white player, would you say this game is more of a must-win or more of a can't-lose situation?
This game is more of a must-win or a can't-lose situation.
I mean, okay, I'll go with I go with a must win. It's a must win situation.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. It just seems more positive, so I just went with it. Of course.
Cooper.
Someday.
Cooper.
Man.
Cooper.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
Malcolm with Special Olympics here.
How you doing, Cooper?
I'm great.
This is my fourth Super Bowl that I'm covering with Fanside and Special
Oh, that's
Olympics.
awesome.
How did it feel being the Rams in the NFC title game a couple weeks ago?
It felt good because it was a game that got us to this moment right now, and there's obviously it was hard because there's obviously so much history there. I've got a bunch of really good friends on that side of the ball, a lot of coaches that I've got great relationships with, and so it was a very, very challenging thing, but it did feel good to get the win. And it was just that thing. It was a tough ending in LA, and so to be able to get here, to be able to have the opportunity to play in the Super Bowl, and I mean just for the script writers to put the Rams in the NFC Championship against the Seahawks, that was a pretty dastardly thing by them. Thank you very much. My favorite play, wide zone is a really good one. So I'm gonna go with all of the wide zones.
Has your mindset changed from your first Super Bowl appearance to this one?
I'm sorry, say that one more
Your
time.
mindset or approach changed from your previous Super Bowls?
No, I think it's kind of stayed pretty similar. I mean, you change as a player in terms of like your process and things like that, but the mindset stays the same. And I feel like I've had try to get into the same. For me, I try to be in a place of just playing free, have fun. You go through all this preparation, and that's when the work happens. But then once you get to the game, it's just about going out there and having fun.
NBC Yakima, how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. What's your favorite restaurant in Yakima when you go home?
Oh, my favorite restaurant in Yakima. Oh my goodness. Okay. So there's a couple. I mean, I was a Majors guy. Okay, so I was a Majors guy. I really like, I've been to the Cowiche Canyon Grill. I think it's what it's called. Cowiche Canyon Grill is really good. I think those two. I mean, I grew up going to Red Robin, so.
I want to show you this. Mayor Lisa Brown in the city of Spokane said this is what the clock tower is going to look like for the next week. How
That's
do you
awesome.
feel about that?
That's super cool. It's super cool. I mean, that's been one of those things here. I mean, even just walking around, seeing the back in Seattle, the towers lit up. I mean, it's just everyone's all in on Seattle. So it's a really cool thing to be a part of.
Congratulations and go Eagles.
Thank you very much.
Cooper, if you have to choose 3 wide receivers for fantasy football league, who will you choose?
3 for a fantasy football league. I get to choose 3 receivers for a fantasy football league. Who am I choosing? I'm choosing Jax. I'm choosing Puka, and I'm choosing Justin Jefferson. Hold on. Yeah.
Jalen Dunge with MC Sports. You're a vet on this squad. What advice do you have to give to these guys on the young receivers?
Specifically the receivers, or just all the young guys. Yeah, I think it's just taking this moment. I mean, be here, be where your feet are, and understand like there is all this stuff that you have to deal with. But I mean, we've earned the opportunity to be here, and so when you're doing this, be here and enjoy it, have fun, put a smile on your face and take it all in. Have some gratitude for the opportunity that's in front of us, and then when it's time to play football, go out there and play football.
When you get on the field, what can you tell a guy like Jackson what that moment on Sunday is going to be like?
I mean, it's just like any other game. I mean, there's going to be a moment. There's going to be plenty of time for like reflection before the game of like having a sense of gratitude and allow yourself to have that moment and just be like, man, this is so cool to be in this moment, to be able to play in this game and to be here right now. But at the same time, it's like once the game starts, you're gonna go out there and it's gonna be like, man, this is a normal football game, and go out there and be yourself.
You're living a children's
I got you a second. I'm sorry. I got you a second. Go ahead.
You're gonna live again a children's dream on Sunday. But when you look back on your childhood, what's the first memory you get in your mind when you think about your childhood playing football?
Yeah, I think of playing football against my dad behind the couch in our living room. And you're trying to get from one side of the room to the other, and he's on his knees, and he does the typical dad move of swiping your legs out from you as you run by him. And I mean, the earliest childhood memories are made right there in that living room.
Obviously, all you guys played a great season now. How do you feel about the fact that this will be the last game you're gonna play with that exact roster, with that team?
Yeah, I mean, you appreciate the fact that there's a lot of turnover in this league, and so each year you do have to understand like there's going to be changes. But you really like we're right here right now. We're in this moment. We're not looking past this right now. And today was Monday, and today we had a walkthrough, and we went through our walkthrough, and so that's where our mindset is, and we're just enjoying the time that we have together and be able to go out there and compete for a world title. Thank you.
You already won the Super Bowl. You were the MVP. But what makes this Super Bowl different?
I mean, it's just another opportunity, man. I mean, I don't take these kinds of things. These opportunities you don't take them lightly. I mean, I've been so lucky to play 9 years, and it's my third time being here at the Super Bowl, and I know that's not the normal. And so I've got so much gratitude just for being here and knowing that each one of these games is going to play out differently. Each one of these things they all are their own game, but they are all also just the same football game that we've been playing for this entire year. And so it's been that mindset, and that's the process we've been taking this week.
Congratulations on getting here again. You just talked about your history in the league, and in 21 you finished this game with 2 touchdowns, almost 100 yards, and you won the Super Bowl MVP and obviously the first Super Bowl. Now a couple of years later, with a lot of adversity you faced, a lot of injuries and all that stuff, what were like the biggest learnings you got from like the difficult years after the highest of highs to be here again, to go through the ups and downs, and what is maybe something that you can give to the outer world from the learnings you had during the time?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is you got to take the highs with the lows and understand. I mean, I'm rooted. I believe fully that I'm meant to play this game. I was like God created me to be in this place for this moment, for playing this game, and I have so much joy when I'm on the field, and so when things go well, I've had the ball bounce my way a lot of times, and I've known that it wasn't anything I did. It's just, man, the ball just happened to find me. I've had coverage that's been perfect. Quarterbacks have made throws that had nothing to do with anything I did. They just put it in the right spot. And in those moments, I've been thankful and been like, man, that was incredible that I got to be there to be the benefactor of a lot of other things going my way. And then in the same place, I've been in the places where I've had the unfortunate injury. That was nothing I did. I just, someone got me the wrong way. I fell the wrong way. The ball didn't bounce my way. The coverage was wrong. The things that were outside of my control did not gone right. And in that same place, I took that same approach. I was like, hey, none of this is mine anyways. And so it's not about me. It's not about me and my own self-worth being affected by it. It's just, this is how things go. So this is life. And whether it's the good or the bad, I have my identity and know who I am. And so that's been my biggest lesson through these last few years.
Mr. Cooper, hey, Mr. Cooper, I found this outside the locker. Can I ask you a question from the Cooper Kupp?
Yes, that's perfect.
Here, you want to pick the question?
Yes, definitely want to pick the question of this.
This is from the Cooper Kupp.
This is my locker?
Yeah. They say your name right there, Cooper.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Why is there grass on it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what you do, man. I don't know what you do. Let's pick up.
Cup out for a ride.
Well, no.
So, am I asking myself this question?
Yeah.
In your opinion, is Robocop more man or more machine? Is Robocop's brain human?
Yes.
Yeah, so I say more man.
I agree with you.
Yeah?
Do you want to ask another question?
No, I'm good.
All right. Thank you so much.
Cooper, Dave Manley.
Thank you so much.
Cooper, Dave Manley.
You want your cup up?
No, I'm good.
You keep it. All right. Thank you.
Cooper, Dave Manley from Knockout Radio. I'm wondering, are you an MMA fan?
I am. I mean, I like watching it on TV. I've been to a couple of them. I went to a Bellator fight, and I don't do well with some of the. It's violent. So I better on TV.
Your favorite fighters?
No, I like to see good fights. So no.
Taking a lot of big receivers under your wing, do you see coaching in your future at one point?
I mean, I know I would love it. I love the coaching piece of it. I know I would. I'm not sure that I want to do it though from a time commitment standpoint. And these guys are psychopaths. What these guys do, the hours that they spend in there, and I just don't know if I want to do that. So I will be a part. I will be around football, and I know I will be coaching in some capacity, but it probably won't be like for a team, if that makes sense.
Favorite catch of the year?
My favorite catch of the year of all the catches in the NFL? Yeah. I mean, Jackson's had some pretty cool ones, so I'll start there. Okay, no. This is just this year. Just this year, right? No, of all time? Of all my catches. Oh, my favorite catches. Yeah, so I mean, I guess I'll just go with the one that won the Super Bowl. The last touchdown of the Super Bowl. My post-game what? Cheat meal? I mean, post-game, I have a tough time eating after games. I usually go up and I spend a little time with my family, and so that night I'll have it's the worst possible. It's a hot dog. It's the worst possible thing to eat. But I'm like, I need to get something in my body, and so I go with hot. I'm so disappointed in myself that I'm even saying it. But I would say cheat meal would be a pulled pork sandwich. If a pulled pork sandwich is on the menu anywhere, I order that, and then I get whatever else I was going to order. Right? Those calories don't count. They're not part of the meal. It's like I'm gonna have the pulled pork sandwich, and then I'll have whatever.
What's the best one that you've had?
It's so I've had so many pulled pork sandwiches. It's really hard to say. My wife actually makes some really good pulled pork. But yeah, I don't know if I can tag one specifically. What's that? Pose? Yeah.
We were having the first game in Rio this year. I want to know, like, your impressions. What do you think about going to Rio, playing there? You have such a huge fan base there.
Yeah, that would be incredible. I've never been. It sounded like it was this year, right? Yeah.
One in Rio next season.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be incredible. Do you know who the teams are yet? Put a good word in for us. You can put a word in for us.
I can. If you have to take one teammate to Rio to make a trip before to do a walkthrough, who would be?
I gotta take one teammate with me. Oh, that's really tough. I would take. I was trying to think of someone. I would take Jake Bobo. I don't know.
I'm on an adult flag football team called the O-Line Oinkers. What do you think about the team name O-Line Oinkers for a flag football team? What are your thoughts?
O-Line Oinkers. I mean, is it a bunch of former offensive linemen?
There's no offensive linemen at all.
No, not even former offensive linemen.
Former.
So
most of the people don't even wear cleats.
So you're just poking fun at offensive linemen?
No, honoring them because they don't get honored. That's the point.
By calling them the Oinkers. Yeah, I don't know. It's okay. It's okay. It's an okay name. It's okay.
Coop, you're on the 1 yard line, 30 seconds left. You running the ball or throwing a slant?
Is there a specific situation you're speaking of?
Nope, just random.
That's just random.
Totally
hypothetical situation. I'd have to know the flow of the game. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm saying the flow of the game, like how we get down there, because I would say probably hand the ball off.
What if you're out at X, one-on-one?
Okay, yeah, then. Okay, well, this is the thing. What down is it?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's the last play. It's 4
Oh,
seconds left.
but you said 30 seconds.
Oh, well, now it's the last.
Okay, if it's the last play, I'm throwing it.
What are you running?
To me, or I run it?
No. What are you running? Like what route?
Oh, probably a fade ball.
Football you play, is there something you change in your approach of the game of the week for this one?
No, I think you keep it the same. Keep it the same. I mean, you gotta come and do this stuff, but I think for the most part, you try to keep that process as close to normal as possible. I learned that I think I had a good. I learned that I had a good feel for. I don't know how to say it. For knowing what I wanted to get out of something and not letting people take me off that track. Right? It's like it's like the parent that says you're gonna be the hammer or the nail with the people you hang out with, and you're either gonna be the influencer or the influencee. And so I felt like I learned that I knew what I wanted. I knew where I wanted to go and what I wanted to do, and had a decent gauge on what things were in alignment with the things I wanted to do, and which things weren't going to get me there. And so I think that was one of those things that at a young age was a valuable thing to learn and understand the value in.
Do your team have a favorite color?
Go ahead.
Sam Darnold loves bird watching. If he were any bird, what would he be?
You know that Sam Darnold loves bird watching. I did not know that he loves bird watching. What bird would he be? There's probably some kind of like red-haired robin or something like that out there, right? Like some kind of red-haired falcon. That sounds more aggressive. Maybe you'll probably like that one more. Something like a red-haired falcon. I don't know if that's a real thing, but if you say it like confident enough, usually they believe it.
Do you have a favorite colored Gatorade to drink?
Do they have a favorite colored Gatorade? No, I don't think anyone has a really favorite. I think we can all agree that orange is the worst. And I think Riptide Rush is up there with a pretty popular one. Trust in him. Trust him because he knows best. He knows best, and I shouldn't need that reminder because I know that. But this year has been a great reminder. I think there's been a few different guys, but I think Brady Russell is one of those guys. He's very outspoken and just like at peace. I was telling him last week he was just standing there worshiping on the sidelines in the middle of the game, and I was like, man, this is my guy. I love Brady.
At the Market, we're all about taking care of our mind and our bodies and challenges that we face. What's been your biggest challenge in your NFL career?
I think the biggest challenge has been getting to the point where you feel comfortable tuning out outside noise, knowing who you are, and not letting other people tell you who you are. I think that's a valuable thing to learn and understand. And in the NFL, I thought I came in as a rookie and thought it was I had held the NFL up on such a pedestal that I assumed that everyone else did as well. And it wasn't until I kind of understood myself that this is what we do. It's not who we are. That kind of freed me from that and has definitely helped me in my career, just being able to flush out some of the noise.
Sunday would do the best on Love Island.
I've never seen Love Island, so I have no idea what that is.
Romancer.
A romancer? I don't know. Is that like what is it? What is it, like reality?
Charisma, yeah.
It's a reality TV like dating show. Who would do well on it? Who would do well on one of those? Someone that probably talks a lot. You know what? He's also single. I think Rashid would do a good job.
Cooper, quick trivia one for you.
Okay.
How many football fields long is the Golden Gate Bridge?
How many football fields long is the Golden Gate Bridge? Okay. I'm guessing the Golden Gate Bridge. Okay. Who here's from San Francisco? Anyone? No. I'm just asking a question. Is it? I would go 3 football fields. No. I was saying 3 miles. So now we got to do the math. So 4 times 3, 4 times 3, 16, 25. Okay, you already told me. So yeah, I was short.
Looking for 10, like he's like putting both fives up. What did that? I mean, you know the connection you guys have, but to see that, what did that mean to you?
Yeah, no, that was super cool. That means a lot. I mean, that's my guy. He's been such a incredible friend to me, and for him to take the time to do that in that moment, it meant a lot.
Invaluable player. What will it mean to see him win that award in a year like this?
Yeah, I mean that would be incredible. I mean he's had an unbelievable season, and is I think very deserving of that award. But his body of work over his career is, I mean, and whatever you want to say, everyone wants to pull the statistics and all this different stuff. Watch the tape. Watch the tape and find someone better. Over the last 17 years, find someone better. You'll have a hard time doing it. Yeah, thank you guys.